How do I look?
You look pretty good.
Good. Is it recording?
Honestly, this is the best I've ever seen you look.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's going right now.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here in Jared's driveway once again. This is the Roman-made Mother Chaser. I'm sure you guys have seen this video if you've watched Jeffrey's video. I think the title is Fishing the World's Most Expensive Swim Bait. And it's this bait right here. This bait is 16 inches, weighs 22 ounces, right? This is Roman-Made's biggest offering. This bait is ridiculous. So here's a little comparison next to Archie there. So if you were wondering how big this bait is, it's pretty large. And they just came out with a new size of the Chaser. This is the 300 size. So this is a little bit more manageable for the everyday angler. You guys know that I'm a big fan of the Mother. I really love the Mother. It's one of my favorite baits of all time. This is like a slender, smoother version of the Mother. I really like this thing. It's pretty thin on the sides. I like that the hooks kind of lay up on it really nice. I got some size 2s on here. But we're gonna go throw this around today. These are Japan's finest swim baits. So we're gonna throw these around today, kind of give a little comparison, see how the Roman-made Mother Chaser 300 swims compared to the gigantic one, and hopefully catch a 10-pounder. Hopefully catch an 11.7. So it's gonna go. We're about to stroke them and smoke them. All right,
Stroke them
Bobby?
and smoke them, boys.
Let's go, Archie. Let's do it.
That's a unit.
It's a whole trout.
That's a whole ass trout. You gotta like exercise your shoulder before tossing this thing. Get one more load up cast. 20 pound. Throwing this on a Megabass Tentagen rod. The tip of it is as thick as most rod backbones. Conquest 400.
Hope you catch the world record. That's hard.
That's hard.
That's hard. This bait is probably right at the level I would call absurd. I think fish will hit it, but I think this is about the end of that. You know, like you can't get much bigger than this. Ugh. Dude, I think I'm gonna fall in the water trying to throw this thing around. Like the weight shifting is like enough to like throw me forward. I couldn't imagine what it would feel like when they come up and hit this thing though. So it seems like the Mother Chaser, now that I've been fishing the 300 a little bit as well, it's just, it feels like it glides a little wider than the Roman-made Mother. It seems a little more fluid. I really like the look of them. And dude, this bait is really sick. As big as it is a sick lure. But there is absolutely zero finesse when it comes to this bait. You get it in there and they're gonna know it's there. You can't bring it by them real quietly.
Casting a center block.
Honestly, I think that something that makes more sense would be long lining this bait, or even trolling it if you're up that alley. This is, like I said, this is right at the top of the range of what you can actually cast and fish. But I think a world record would eat this.
I agree. I agree.
Look at that old girl.
It's a full ass trout.
I mean, 22 ounces is no joke.
How many inches is it? 17?
16?
16?
Yeah,
17?
somewhere in there, dude. This rod, you could literally pole vault with it. I can't even, look, I'm like I can.
What's the rod rating?
Yeah,
I think it's 25
What does
ounces.
it say on there? Let's see. Yeah, it says 6 to 25. And honestly, this thing could throw way heavier than 25.
So throwing the Chaser, to put this in mind, compared to any other baits, it would be equivalent to tying on 2 mothers and fishing 2 mothers
at the same time.
That's,
this is literally a 2-pound lure.
Yeah.
2 pounds. Which, that's sick.
Super sick.
So, Chaser 300, final thoughts. I've been fishing this bait for a couple weeks now, actually. Took it out with Jared, threw around his 400 and the 300 to kind of compare them. We took it out with the mother, kind of compared the regular mother versus the mother chaser. And I did actually end up catching a fish on it, which I will throw at the end of this video. It just went a little under 7, right? It was a 6-pound, 15-ounce and 3/4 fish. So we're gonna call it 7, all right? No hate, but I caught a 7, and I really like this bait. I think that compared to the mother, I'll probably be throwing this thing a lot more. I think the slender profile and the rounded edges cause the hookup ratio to be a lot better because the hooks actually sit up against the bait like that. I love this thing too because it is not as heavy as the mother. It's a little over 9 ounces. It's like 9.1 ounces, which the mother is 10.5, which doesn't seem like a whole lot. You're like, oh, it's only what, 1 ounce, an ounce and a quarter, but it makes a big difference. You can actually get away with throwing this on a much lighter rod than you could the mother. The mother, you need a double X. This one, you can actually throw it on a regular extra heavy, like a 2 to 8 ounce rod. Will get away with this. It's not so much of a bait that you need this, pool cue to throw it around. This is the Davidson trout color. I really like this one. It's kind of, like I said, we don't have trout here, but it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of a bait fish profile. It can mimic a bass. It can mimic a lot of different things. The most important part is that it's white on the bottom, so it's a gizzard shad. The Mother Chaser 300 is another great bait in the Roman Made lineup. I think it's going to catch me some big fish. I think it's going to catch other people a lot of big fish. I really enjoyed fishing this thing. It's a very fun bait. I love slinging the big wood around, so this fits perfectly into my arsenal. I'm going to drop a little cast to catch right here so you can see, caught a fish on it. And yeah, other than that, that's the Roman Made Mother Chaser 300. Great bait. Dude, oh my god, yes. Wow, Archie almost sabotaged me there, sitting right in the net. I should not have landed this fish. Look at that, on the Mother Chaser 300. That is a solid fish. God, dude.